Hello everyone, this is Zach here. All right, we'd like to do a quick sound check, please. Okay, is my sounds coming okay? By typing a 1 for me, please. Okay. Hello, Ame. Thank you for joining me in this section here today. So yes, Happy New Year to everyone. Okay, I know mostly probably lots of you are still holiday. Okay, in holiday moods. Probably just coming back for holiday. Okay, so but market just to continue tomorrow. So let's see what's the opportunity we have, okay, for the upcoming days or weeks. Okay, so like I say, if you have following my Telegram or some of my TikToks so far, I still think that recently NS do provide lots of opportunities. Okay, so that's the reasons why I still focusing NS. But again, as a traders, we like I mentioned previously as well, we don't only want to focus one type of strategy. Okay, because yes, it do works for certain time. Okay, but market do change for time to time, so you need to apply the other method as well. Okay, so for me, I like to use it few way. Of course, my main one I still will focus on NS. Okay, but I like to use with other strategy like shakeout. Okay, for those that who know about shakeout, counters like for example previously, if you notice like Tune Pro, if I'm not mistaken, I can't recall. But recently it's Remso. I still holding Remso. Okay. I think Friday closing is a little bit disappointing. But the NS still holding pretty well after the shakeout. So I'm just gonna see how it goes for upcoming days or weeks. Okay. Counters like Pekat. Okay. I think Friday also closing a bit disappointing as well. But I think over the long weekend, usually Fridays like this, there will be some profit taking. Probably tomorrow we might see there's continuation of profit taking before we see counters coming back slowly. Hopefully we see some spring also, okay, in the markets too. Hello James, thank you for joining me. So again, the other method I like to use is of course the pullback. Okay, so lots of counters come with NS with pullback as well. Recently I like one of counters that I will talk about today as well, Yuli. Okay, Yuli. Okay, counter like later on I will share with you Tasco as well. There are others as there are plenty of pullback with NS as well that I think probably you can focus later on. Okay, so now this is what we're going to cover for today. Okay, again I say I'm not using purely NS. I see NS I entered. You must always also apply in the right market condition or maybe so-called the market stages. Okay, so that's why I like to use it during the shake-up patterns. I like it to use it during the pullback patterns. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about four counters. Okay, four counters. So two counters come from double NS. Okay, double NS. Okay, they are still in strong sideways. Okay, I think they are still in accumulation, and I think one of the counter is doing a shakeout. Okay, I think one of the counters is doing a shakeout. So which I think they got plenty of potential. Okay, later I will share with you. So the other counters is the other two counters I share with you is pullback plus NS. Okay, so likely there will be a continuation. Okay, but do remember one thing, disclaimer, I'm not doing any buy call. Okay, things may go wrong later. I don't know what happened next week, next 2 weeks. Probably there's news coming up that will cause some things to fail. Okay, I don't know, like personally there are a few counters I'm holding, Mastil and Ramso, like I said. Okay, so if let's say it close below NS, that's it. I just going to exit. Okay, simple as that. Okay, so hopefully you'll do the same things too. Okay, like I say, must have trading plan. Okay, that no matter what kind of strategy you follow. Okay, now if you agree with me, if you're okay with this, type of 1 for me, please. Okay, type of 1 for me, please. Okay, so that I know. Okay, so again, do let me know anyone here is coming to join me today. Okay, once again, thank you for joining me in this section here. Happy New Year to everyone. And we're going to start right now. Okay, so now before I go into the four counters, I'm going to make it this very quick. I know, like I say, probably you are still enjoying your holiday, okay, or maybe preparing going to work tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to make a very quick section, 20 minutes. I think we'll be close to the section here. Now, again, before I start officially, the four counters. Okay, now just want to do a little bit of a right expectation. Okay, doesn't mean every time when you see NS the stock will pop breakout. Okay, I know recently got a lot of people text me they are interested to sign up Trade VSA. They keep asking me about NS. I think one of the friends over there says that, hey, sometimes NS very slow lah. I see NS already 2-3 weeks before the jalan. Okay, Yes, it do happen. Okay, so you need to have a little bit patient overall. Okay, if you want to trade NS, especially in accumulation. Okay, so in this case, like Altronic, I think Altronic we do mention a lot of time in Telegram if you follow. So the first couple of NS, if you notice here, 3 NS over here, they would take like weeks to almost a month, okay, before they really make a follow through. But this NS is pretty fast. Okay, straight away go into the resistance. Okay, so sometimes yes, it do take weeks to months. Okay, so that's why I want to give you a right expectation before you want to trade this NS. Okay, if you think that this NS is not for you, it's fine. Okay, go for the other trades. Okay, go for the other trade. Okay, Ralco is the one that I didn't expect they will move that fast as well. After the NS, the next day, Schreiber goes up 26% to the top, closing with 20%. Okay, sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's slow. Okay, again, how far you go, how fast you can go, this is the things that is beyond my control. I don't know. Okay, I just know that when I see NS, there's smart money. When I see NS, there's smart money. Okay. Hey, hello. This is Ying. Okay, thank you for joining me. Okay, now let's go to the very first one. Okay, let's go to the very first one. Okay, like I said, I got 2 WNS counters that I feel that quite okay. Okay, one is Post and the other one is Anju. Okay, again, not doing any buy call. I'm not going to buy for myself as well for the 4 counter because my capital is limited, unfortunately. But I'm going to enter one tomorrow. Okay, which is the one that I like it. Okay, so now Post Malaysia. Okay, if you look into here, Post Malaysia over the market stage, they are still in sideways. I think they are building some sort of like accumulation over here. But if you look into the left hand side, okay, yes, there is a resistance. That's why previously when it make a gap down, okay, push lower, volume coming up very nicely, high volume, and here right exactly over here we got some upthrust right at the gap. So this will be your resistance. Okay, this will be your resistance. Okay, so now whenever you see strong resistance, it's very important to ensure that your support is solid. That's why in this case, I think the double NS work very nicely. Okay, so if I extend my line over here, okay, somewhere around here. So again, you notice that here we got double NS, right? So previously here is like a shakeout. Okay, so for me, this post counters over here, actually the range is not that bad overall. Okay, so still giving me around like 10%, 10%. Okay, so which is one of the potential counters that I think is still worth to take a look. Okay, so like for example here, let's look into here Post. Again, I want to see my potential risk to reward. So my risk that I'm taking, because they are currently double NS, okay, very close with the support level. So my risk is less than 1%. Even to support 2 is around 4% of my risk. Okay, so let's say to R1 is a 4%. Okay, very very low in my opinion. Okay, probably I will look into the R2 10%, which is just now we calculated, right, around 9 to 10%. Okay, so overall, I think the risk to reward is still okay, right? So that's why worth to for me. Okay, I think worth to look into it. Okay, now the other one, double NS, okay, is Anju. Okay, Anju as well. Actually, they have been beaten down a lot. Okay, beaten down a lot. It didn't show a nice climatic volume yet. Okay, that it shows that potential there will be a change of trend. But for me, I'm looking for a short-term reversal. Okay, at the moment. Okay, now if you zoom in into this period of time over here, okay, this particular area over here, so you notice that they're actually kind of like making a shakeout. Okay, as NS as support in this area here. Okay, so this is a shakeout area. Okay, again, combination with strategy and chart patterns. So here, NS. Okay, so here will be your immediate resistance. Okay, of course, the immediate resistance didn't really like provide you a good reward. So from here, oh yeah, so around 9% as well. Okay, so kind of similar like Post, but I'm looking for the next resistance somewhere around here. Okay, so let's say to the next resistance is around 20%. Okay, 20%. So the immediate resistance is around 10%. The next one will be 20%. Okay, the next one will be 20%. Okay, now one of the good things, okay, about trading with NS is that you always know where is your stop loss? Okay, so here, if let's say, for example, tomorrow I want to enter at the closing price, okay, which is on Friday. Okay, so if I use the first NS over here, my risk is around 5%. Okay, 5 to 6%. So sometimes we don't know the exact one. So again, this is how usually I plan out my trade. Okay, by using the NS signals. Okay, so which means I'm risking 5% on my this trade over here, but I'm trying to go for my first one around 10%, my second one 20%. Okay. All right, so is it okay so far with the two counters? If let's say yes, please type a 1 for me. If no, type a 2 for me. Okay, so I don't know, is it my comment or you're a bit quiet today? Okay, let me know, is it okay? My pace, my explanation, everything is clear or not? Okay, before I continue. Okay, hopefully it's okay. So, okay, just pretty quick one, two counters. Okay, two counters for double NS. Now, the other two counters, okay, pullback with NS. Okay, actually there are a lot, but today I share with you all two. Actually, I forgot which two already. Later on, let me check. Okay, yeah, these two. Okay, this is one of my favorites. Okay, Yuli, and the other one is Tasco. Okay, Yuli and Tasco. Okay, so let's into Yuli. Okay, so this one is already in a strong uptrend. Okay, this one is already in a strong uptrend. So that's why uptrend pullback. Okay, thank you, James, for the reply, and thank you, Ku, for the reply. Okay, so here, if you notice, they make a strong break, up thrust. Okay, drop, increasing volume. Here, low volume, NS holding ground. Okay, so because previously they actually make some big movement already, so I think probably here we'll still sideways for a while, okay, before it goes up again. Okay, so probably you need to be patient, but most important is that you want to see the sign of strong is coming back around the NS area. Okay, now another thing is that I like about Yuli is because of this UT. Okay, again, if you realize this UT is pretty big UT because the tail is pretty high, and the price actually cross above. So this is what we call the overtake UT. Okay, and the NS is above the so-called the UT area, so which means they are actually above the sound weakness area. Okay, so again, one of the counters that I think probably is worth to look into it. Okay, so that's quick one for you. Okay, now the other one is Tasco. Okay, actually currently there are actually few nice pullback one with NS. The other one, I think I mentioned a few days ago. Okay, I think it's Notion, if I'm mistaken. Okay, but Notion break ready, but it pulled back with a low volume. LKL didn't really make a nice pullback. Okay, but it's still above NS. Okay, so it's still worth to pay attention to. Okay, now Tasco as well. Okay, if you notice, a small break lah. This is not like a strong uptrend yet. Okay, make a nice NS. Okay, and here I thought this is going to fail already. Okay, because it's actually trying to close below NS. Okay, but suddenly Friday closing up. Okay, volume increasing. Okay, volume increasing. Okay, so again, you might want to see potentially there will be a small continuation, and probably they want to challenge, okay, the next resistance, okay, with this so-called pullback with NS. Okay, so again, that's quick one for today, the overall 4 counters. Okay, so again, I say for members, make sure you go to here again. Okay, look for the NS counters. Actually, there are plenty. I think on Thursday or Wednesday, there are actually lots of good NS counter. Okay, this is Andrew and post that we covered just now. My news, okay, also turning back to NS after a red pentagon with high volume coming back, looks like a potential pullback as well. Okay, if you go into 29th of December, okay, we got nice and good list, okay, of counter. I think the other one is Volcano. Yeah, I think Volcano also very nice. Okay, so let's look into Volcano. Okay, so here, but Volcano, one of the problem is because the UT here is slightly a bit high. Okay, a bit high volume here. Not to say high volume, but edge volume. So again, I say usually when you see this kind of like a UT high volume, or maybe the tail a bit high one, right? So sometimes it will be sideways for a while, okay, before they continue. Okay, but watch out. Okay, this area probably will see another spring coming in, in this area. Okay, so yeah, volcano is definitely one of the nice so-called NS plus pullback kind of patterns to look into. Okay, so today we covered total 5. Okay, volcano. Okay, so let's see how it go. Okay, for next week or next few weeks. Okay, so okay, let's say today just a quick one. I think less than 15 minutes we are done. Or any other counters you want me to look into before we close? Probably I can take 1 or 2 more questions. Okay, hello you. Happy New Year to you too. Okay, hopefully we can continue to get few more profitable trades. Okay. All right. Any others questions or maybe any other counters you want me to look into? Okay, Ramso is in the list. Okay, Mobilia. Okay, Mobilia. Okay, so again, as I say, members continue to look for NS. Okay, so lots of so-called good setups. Okay, recently for the NS. Okay, so over KRSE, let's zoom in over here. Probably we'll look into KRSE first. If let's say there's no questions, then we'll close to this section over here. Today a bit quiet now, you all still holiday. Okay, so here, nice break. NS, now this is one example. Okay, this is one example. Like I said, sometimes NS, it won't really like break. Ralco is yes, but exceptional case, sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. Okay, so here, sometimes what happens is that when you see NS, it means that smart money is still there. They are there to support. Okay, and then sideways, okay, green pentagons. Okay, now seems like they are trying this area right now. Okay, so hopefully, within these few days or weeks, you're able to cross this area. Okay, so hopefully. Okay, so okay, now let's see GHL system. Okay, let's look into GHL system. Probably we look into 3 counters, then we will close. GHL system. Yeah, GHL system. NS is still here. Oh, there's NS as well for GHL. I kind of like the volume, to be frank. Okay, so here will be your support. Friday closing, there will be there's red pentagon. Okay, but I think this one maybe will do a shakeup because the volume, okay, the volume on closing on Friday, it's not high. Okay, it's not high, but slightly increasing. Okay, slightly increasing. So sometimes what happens is that it will probably drop a while, sideways, push back. Okay, so when you push back here, this is the area that you want to focus back. Okay, now this is a bit similar like how I trade for Ramso. Okay, just want to share one example. Not exactly 100%, but similar. Okay, so here, NS, right? You hold well, try to break but fail. They push below. Okay, but if you notice here, volume on down bar is increasing, not high. Okay, it's increasing, not high. So, but sometimes what happens is that here we make a shakeout. Okay, so which means this is the area that it will test your patience. It will test the emotion, something like that. Okay, but usually I like to trade whenever they break back. So you know, at least you got a chance to hit resistance, sideways here before they try to break again. Okay, hopefully you get the ideas. Okay, so all right, SKB short, SKB short loss of UT, that's why I also lost interest already. But let's see how it goes. Okay, now again, this is a bit similar here because we got one NS. Okay, but the reasons why I lost interest in SKB short, like I said, because of the 3 UT. Okay, I think the other day there's one member also asked in the group. So sometime whenever I see NS ready, okay, make sure the subsequent candles, best is that there's no weaknesses. Okay, like for example here, NS, right? Green pentagon, no weaknesses, break. Okay, that's straightforward. Okay, because we don't want to see, you know, after sound strong already, I got sellers coming in. Okay, so here got 3 big UT. So I think now they are doing shakeout. Okay, it's not game over yet. Okay, because I think the volume on this red pentagon is increasing, but it's not high. But most of the time, probably it will hit lower, shakeout, push back. Okay, so you just need to bear through, you know, the shakeup rate, assuming if you already entered. Okay, assuming you already entered. Okay, Toyo Venture make a 2-day pullbacks if not mistaken. Okay, now for Toyo Venture style, okay, because they already move up climatically, okay, from NS here to the top is already 80%. Okay, so for me, it's a climatic movement. Okay, it's a climatic movement. So usually for this case, Mayfeng, okay, best you want to use the hourly chart. Okay, you want to use the hourly chart to focus. Okay, you want to use hourly chart. So here, red pentagon is already shows first weaknesses, increasing volume. So whenever you trade momentum counters, you want to pay attention to a sudden spike volume with some weaknesses. Okay, for me, okay, Mayfeng, not sure you're looking for entry exit. Okay, if you're looking for entry, focus green pentagon. Focus COC, focus green pentagon. But in this case here, because there's two major weaknesses here already, in my opinion. First is here. So I will focus green pentagon. If for example, the stock is moving up nicely, okay, no much of weaknesses, yes, you can focus COC. Okay, you can focus COC. Okay, Mayfeng, if you understand this type of A for me, please. Okay, if you can understand this type of A for me, looking for AP, okay, looking for AP, then I think you better wait for the green pentagon. Okay, like for example, I think recent IPO counters, I think Wednesday, right? They suddenly make a drop, a big drop, right? So yeah, like I say, best you wait for the green pentagon. At least they got some movement coming back. Okay, so yeah, this is some of the ways that usually I deal with those like a sudden drop kind of counters. Okay, hello, Mr. Abu. Okay, all right, we look for one more counters. Okay, before we close, let's look into TH plantation for Army. Okay, because TH plant also I kind of interested as well. Okay, because of there are some movement at SCPO lately. Okay, Jatiasa and TH plant TSH. Okay, look interesting as well. Okay, so now for TH plant Jatiasa as well, they actually come with a shakeout. Okay, here. If you notice, UT high volume, like I said, usually it will cause a shakeout. Okay, most important is that here low volume, average low volume. Okay, then will be fine. Just like I think like GHL system. Okay, probably will make a shaker as well. Okay, pushing back. Okay, now here probably you want to see more sound strength. Okay, so of course on 28th December, got some sellers coming in as well. I think Jatias also got a UT. So yes, we want to pay attention to more sound strength. Okay, probably Spring NS in this area will helps. Okay, to check whether is it okay to enter or not. Okay, so for example, like I shared with you just now, the two the double NS counters. Okay, here. Okay, so sometimes NS they want to push already, but there's still some resistance at the top. Spring, okay, NS. Okay, hopefully within these few days or next week, okay, we will see they continue to challenge the resistance. Okay, so right, there's a quick one section here today. Okay, once again, hopefully some friends or members here will learn something about one spread analysis on how to trade using the NS. For our members, continue to use the screener, okay, to help you out to look for the NS trades. Okay, if you are not our members, don't worry, you still can access to the Smart Robi app. But of course, the Robi apps, you don't have the list, but at least you can check your stocks that you are looking into whether you got NS or not. Okay, so with this, thank you for joining me in this section here again. So if you like what we do, please help me to click the like buttons, help me to share this out. Okay, so I will see you in the next section.